Yeah, heading to work on a Sunday. Sunday morning. It's pleasant weather. Tired, but it's double time. I need it in my life. Anyway, I know I was talking about health matters and stuff like that, a little bit of weight loss discussions and talk like that. But anyway, I was going to mention about this COVID and this new strand of it. Of course, COVID is a virus. And once a virus is in your system and it does its course, it never leaves your system. It goes dormant or it's active. But a virus will never leave your system. So if you go get a vaccination for COVID, or if you had COVID, if you ever had COVID, you're still a carrier. Any virus is like that. So anyway, apple cider vinegar removes viruses from the blood. And for the faint at heart who can't drink apple cider vinegar because it tastes too sour or bitter or whatever, I just put some on my face this morning. You know, I drink it every morning. I drink it throughout the day if I'm around it. Anyway, apple cider vinegar removes viruses from the blood. And besides that, it balances your pH in your skin, in your blood. It restores the elasticity of your skin. It cleans the urinary tract. It's good for the hair. Apple cider vinegar has a rare relationship with bone. So if a person has a broke bone, a broke foot, broke hand, whatever, mainly those two, a broke foot and a broke hand, are the only ones that can truly benefit from soaking in hot water mixed with apple cider vinegar. It will make if you have a bone break and you soak your hand in hot water, but let me express, the water needs to be hot. It does not need to be hot to any degree where it will cause a burn of any sort, but it needs to be just below that. So it needs to be uncomfortably hot to where you don't really want to put your hand in there or your foot in there, but you can. So what you need to do is put your hand or your foot in that water with the apple cider vinegar in it. So if you had a foot pan and you're going to soak your foot, if you had a foot pan, you would put about a half a cup of apple cider vinegar into that foot pan water. And if same for your hand, if your hand or wrist or something has an injury, a fracture, a break, or even a discomfort from rolling it or something like that, a sprained ankle, sprained wrist, you get a solid bowl or something like that, and you put in enough water to where wherever your discomfort area is, the injured area, you want the water to be about 3 or 4 inches above that. Like you want the water to be above it. So you need however much water that takes for your hand. And same thing for that, you would add about a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. The water needs to be uncomfortably hot. Place your hand or your foot in the water and just bear with it. In under 10 seconds, your skin will go numb and you will not feel the heat at all. But in order to continue to enjoy that comfort, you have to keep your hand or your foot completely still. If you move it around or slosh the water around, new water comes up against the surface of your skin, and your skin has to develop a numbing. Your brain will send a drug to the surface of your skin that will numb it to the temperature of the water that's at the immediate surface of it. So the water that's up against it, it will numb you to that. So if you slosh your foot around or move your wrist around, hand around, your body has to do that all over again. It still takes under 10 seconds for your body to numb it. So just be still. And you soak that limb until the water is like lukewarm. And depending on your schedule, if you're not doing anything, you can reheat the water. And in fact, the good thing to do when you have your first batch of water and it's uncomfortably hot, take a thermometer and take a temperature of it and then write that down. So then when you go heat that water up again, you can just keep checking the temperature, heat it up on the stove, keep checking the temperature, and you'll get back to where you had it and not anything more. Anyway, you can use that solution 3 times, and then you need to throw it out. If you still need to soak more, you just remake the solution the way it was explained. Anyway, when you do this soak, you probably will not have to make new solution because apple cider vinegar and bone. So for example, you could take chicken bone, for example, and you could take a bowl and you could place apple cider vinegar in the bowl and place that bone in the bowl with it and just leave it there for a few days. Just leave it. And when you pick up the bone, it will be rubbery. You'll be able to just move it back and forth like rubber. Apple cider vinegar has a strange relationship with bone, but for us it's beneficial. So if you take apple cider vinegar on a regular basis, it's going to help you for a number of things. So they do have it in gummy form. So you can take it in gummy form if, like I said, if you can't stomach the taste of it. And but it'll benefit you. And so I'm just pulling into work. I'm gonna get situated. I'll get back on here and talk about some other things. Yeah, I'll get back on here.